I don't know where I am, but the sky is full of stars. There's a golden chest floating up in the clouds, and a spider just tapped me on the ankle. You're just in time, said the spider. What's in the chest? Every story that's ever existed, said Anansi. All the wisdom, all the fables, all the ways humans pass knowledge to their children. Every single one. Locked up there. Who has the key? Anansi pointed straight up. Nyame, the sky god, and he's not giving it away for free. And you're going to get it? The spider smiled. We are. This story comes from the Akan people of West Africa. It traveled with the African diaspora across centuries. To the Caribbean, to the American South, to everywhere people needed to believe that the small could outwit the powerful. Anansi had already made the deal. Nyame's price, 4 impossible things: the python, the hornets, the leopard, the fairy no one can see. Bring all 4, and every story in existence becomes yours to give to the world. That's impossible. Anansi started walking. That's the point. First, the python. Anansi turned to me. Don't say anything. Just watch. I've been hearing this rumor, Anansi said to the python. People are saying you're not as long as that palm tree. I told them that was crazy, but they don't believe me. The python's eye twitched. It slowly uncoiled, stretching itself out next to the tallest palm tree, every inch rigid with wounded pride. The python stretched out completely to prove it, and before it could move, Anansi had tied it to the branch with a vine. It used its own pride against itself. Second, the hornets. Anansi held up a large hollow gourd, then looked up at the sky and frowned. Rain's coming. Bad one. Anansi poured a small splash of water on the hornets. They stirred, agitated. Get in here. You'll be safe. The hornets, panicked, poured into the gourd. Anansi sealed it shut in one motion. Hornets captured. It knew they had fear, and it gave that fear somewhere to go. Third, the fairy no one can see. Anansi carved a small wooden doll and placed food in its hands. Then it covered the doll in sticky sap. Step back. Wait. Something disturbed the food, invisible hands reaching. Then stuck. The fairy had desire, and desire made it visible. Fourth, the leopard. Anansi dug a pit, covered it with branches, then waited by the edge, and when the leopard fell in, Anansi peered down with wide eyes. Don't worry, I'll get you out. Anansi lowered a net. The leopard, grateful, climbed up, right into the net. The leopard had loyalty. It trusted the one who helped it. Anansi used that trust like a tool. I hadn't done any of it. I just watched. And I still couldn't fully believe what I'd seen. When Nyame saw what Anansi brought, all 4, the sky god went quiet for a long time. No warrior had done this. No giant. No king. A spider the size of a coin had walked up to God and delivered the impossible, 4 times over. And I finally understood what I'd been watching all along. Anansi never fought anything. It studied everything. The python had pride. The hornets had fear. The fairy had desire. The leopard had loyalty. Anansi just read what was already there, and used each creature's own nature as the trap. That's not trickery. That's the deepest kind of intelligence, understanding what drives something before you ever make a move. The reason Anansi stories survived slavery, colonization, and centuries of erasure is because the message inside them is unbreakable. Wit outlasts strength. The small can win. You don't need to be the biggest thing in the room. You need to be the one who pays attention. I still don't know how I got there, but I know what I brought back. The next time you're the smallest person in the room, outgunned, out-resourced, outmatched, ask yourself what you know about the room that nobody else has noticed yet. That's the web. That's always been the web. If this hit different than you expected, like and subscribe. More stories coming.